So as you guys know, one thing that we've expanded Comfort Specialists to include is medical services now. So I want to introduce you to one of my newest patients. Juliana, how you feeling?
Good.
You feeling good?
Yeah.
Alright, so today we're just going to do a basic checkup. So I'm going to show you the checkup procedure that I use. Check all the vital signs, make sure the refrigerant level, our blood pressure is okay. Make sure the voltage, other bodily functions is good, reflexes, stuff like that. Basic stuff. It's basic. Nothing fancy over here, So first we're going to start off with doing a little blood pressure test. Make sure the blood pressure is good. You're looking for, the more blood pressure you got, you want that pressure really high, nice and high. You don't want to have low blood pressure. It means your heart's not working enough. So, go to sleep up there. All right, so like I was saying, the first thing you want to do is make sure the blood pressure is really high. You need the patient to have a very, very strong heart is what you're looking for. All right, so let's go. Let's get started over here. All right, why don't you make yourself comfortable in the examination chair. Scoot down a little bit. All right, kid? Here we go. So, this is our basic tune-up checkup procedure over here. All right? So, I'm going to walk you through, guys. Walk you through this. All right? First thing you want to do, put on your doctor uniform. Got to look professional. Here we go. We got my stethoscope. Let's see. We got the blood pressure cuff over here. Got to put it together.
Yeah.
All right. So give me your arm. All right. Here you go. All right. Hook this thing up. Went to medical school for a long time, so I know what I'm doing. All right. See that? This person's got low blood pressure, almost nothing. All right. So first thing we got to do, we're going to do some surgery now. All right. So first things first, put your little anesthesia. Start sucking this in. Tell me when you go to sleep. You sleeping yet? You got to go out for your surgery. You can't be awake for this. All right, here you go. Done. So that's how you put them under anesthesia. What I do is I set the anesthesia machine. I turn it on. I set the gas flow. Till they go to sleep. Once you see their eyes closed, you probably got enough gas in them. All right. So next thing you're gonna want to do, you're gonna need a tray. All right. Get yourself a tray like this. This way, when you take out the guts, you could, you got somewhere to put it. You don't want to just throw it on the floor, because then, it gets dirty. You go to put it back in, they might have an infection or something. So you get yourself a tray. Anything you take out of the body, you got to put in a tray. And then clean it off, then reinstall it, right? So, let's see. Here we go. You want to have your tools ready. You want to clean them up a little bit. Make sure that, there's a little blood on this one, so I just wipe it off a little bit on my shirt. It's okay. The infection, if you can't see blood on it from the last person, you're probably going to be okay, all right? And next thing I do, I take the needle. I see this, I watch the doctor shows all, Dr. House, Dr. Now, and the 600-pound life. There's always little hoses like this, so you want to make sure you got some extra hoses. You take it, you stick it in your arm, you tape it up. They're pretty good to go. I don't know what flows through this thing, but it's probably, blood, IV drip, something like that. Painkillers, who knows? Make sure they don't get an infection. You open them up. You want to make sure that they're not going to have, dirt, dust, accumulation inside the body cavities. So, next thing is you want to look very professional. Doctors always have one of these on. You want to keep that around your neck. Like this. Keep the glasses. Glasses are very important. The doctor hat. You want to look professional when you're doing this, right? You can't just do surgery and not be prepared. First thing I do, I take my scalpel. All right, patient. Now I'm going to make an incision. About 16 inches long. That way I give myself enough room to work. If I see something in there that don't look right, I could go in there, I could fix it, I could, redo whatever I got to do. So I'm going to take the scalpel, I'm going to cut. Boom. Make a nice long incision. Now, I crack the chest cavity open a little bit. That way I get a really good look around. Okay, so right now you can see the heart, the lungs, the liver, stomach. There's probably some other organs in here. We don't have to worry about them right now. We'll check them later. So with this low blood pressure, what I want to do is do some work on the arteries, all right? So I'm going to take those arteries, I'm going to squeeze them down a little bit. That way it makes the heart work a little harder. More blood pressure. That way you're more excited. You ever meet somebody with low blood pressure and they're mush. You want somebody whose face is red and screaming all the time. That's how you know the blood pressure is where it should be. That's the first sign. So we're going to take this, make this into, your things fell out. All right, we got to retouch that. I think we're losing the patient right now. Oh, you still there? All right, you're good. Don't worry. All right, so I'm going to take my next tools, go in there, clip some stuff. Here we go. Get that. Ugh. Gosh, crap, there's blood all over. All right, get me a mop. All right, we'll mop up this mess. All right. Cleanliness is important. My nose is dripping a little bit, so what I want to do, wipe up my boogers, and then I go in there, I clean up the rest of the chest cavity with the blood. I might have hit an artery or something, a vein, whatever. It seems like it'd be okay. All right, so let's see. Next thing's next. We got some of this medicine here. We're going to just, instead of taking it orally, we're just going to pour it right into the body. Boom. All right, so there we go. So now it's time to take out the liver, put it in the dish. That way you could inspect it. Take it, start poking it, make sure everything looks good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So now while you got the patient on the operating table, now's your opportunity to look for an upsell, all right? Doctor work, they don't pay like you used to, so you got to look to see how can you make a little bit more money. So, patient's out right now. I'm going to throw in some new parts into their body. That way I get to bill the insurance company a little bit more money. Understand? So, here we go. We'll get you a new lungs. And then with the new lungs, we might as well install a new esophagus. If I'm doing the lungs, I might as well do the esophagus too while I'm at it. If I'm doing the esophagus, I might as well do some of the intestines. All right, so what I'm going to do is take out, I got some extra intestines in my refrigerator that I could install in this one. All right, hold on. There's a YouTube video that I'm making so I could save people money. They don't have to go to the ER anymore. When they watch this video, they're going to know how to do surgery on their own, all right? Here we go. So now, we got all the new parts in. We installed it. I tested it. I make sure everything looks like it's working pretty decent, If something looks like it's a little leaking or missing or something, now's your time. You want to go in there and check it. If you got to put them on another surgery, it's no big deal. The insurance pay for it again. So now I take this right here. I do some of I use this one. What was that other thing that I had? Huh? Yeah. No, not that. I need the other. Oh. Nurse, where'd you put those other things? Okay. All right, so let's stitch this up. All right, let's get this thing going. All right, so you're all set. That's it. That's surgery. Nice, easy. Doesn't take too long. Anybody could do it. Doctor school, I found an online class. I took it 3 weeks. Next thing you know, I'm a certified doctor, all right? If you got any medical problems or HVAC problems, probably you'd want to call me for the HVAC. Maybe on the medical stuff. We have very small capacity at this particular medical facility. So I only could take about 3-4 people a day. I got my refrigerator full with stocked with extra body parts. We got, so like right over here, we got artichokes. So if I got to do a heart transplant, I take the artichoke heart and I put it in you. Okay, so why you gotta wait why you gotta be on a waiting list for a transplant when you could take an artichoke heart, put it in there, boom, done. All right. So let's check on the patient's recovery. How you feeling? Feeling good? All right, good.